Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kwadash. Second of all, I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Elder Tahar, and on down there, rule well. And third of all, I want to give a peace and safety to the hopeful elect out there, the brothers that push this truth, the truth of the King James Bible, and all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. Alright, so I just want to do a short lesson of how alone the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai allows it to go. I want to name the video, There's No Future for Babylon, or the future is dark for Babylon. Alright, whichever title Yahweh Shai sees fit, I'll use. But Lord Willis Brothers, you see on the screen, I have this article here from the Zero Hedge, and it says 2 out of 3 Gen Zers, which is this generation, and this is the last generation, by the way, alright, still get financial help from their parents. Alright, now there's a saying in the world that the youth is the future. Alright, and we all know how horrible and how bad this current financial system is. This financial system is breaking down. Alright, and again, this article reads again, 2 out of 3 Gen Zers, which is again this generation, the younger generation, which again, there's a saying in the world, the youth is the future or whatever. Alright, or there's another saying too, but I forget how they say it. But basically that's what they say. The youth is the future. The next generation. The next generation stepping up and keeping things going. All right. But it says again, Generation Z are still get financial help from their parents. So this younger generation can't afford a house, can't afford a car. All right. Can't get a good job or can't keep a good job. All right. Due to how bad the economy is, due to the inflation and all of that. All right. So this is proof again. They say the youth is the future. All right, and the youth can't even get a loan to get a house. They can't get a loan to get a car. All right, they can't get it. They're broke. That's why they move back home with their parents. All right, and probably working 1 or 2 jobs. They're in all kind of debt, student loan debt. So on and so forth. All right, so this is just more proof that there's no future for Babylon the Great at all. All right, because again, they say the youth is the future. All right. This is a recent poll surveying 1,000 U.S. residents revealed that a sizable number haven't ventured as far from home as they once imagined they would. Right, because shit is just too high, man. The wages ain't keeping up with inflation. Or people might have jobs, 1 or 2 jobs, but it still ain't enough to make ends meet. It still ain't enough to get, that mortgage. It still ain't enough to get that house with the white picket fence or the dog, so on and so forth. Because the economy is so bad. All right, close to one to one third remain close to one third and remain in the towns where they grew up. An astonishing 40% of the group still share a roof with their parents. And the reason many haven't left home seems to be clear. Nearly 2 in 3 Gen Zers receive financial help from their parents. Right, because they either they don't work or they just don't make enough to live on their own. 29% of Americans still live in their hometown, according to a newly released study, data aggregated by Allstate Home. The median distance that the U.S. residents resides from their birthplace is a mere 30 miles, right, closer to home. So when they go broke or they get kicked out of their apartment or whatever, mom, Paul ain't too far away. All right. Those who haven't crossed state lines are on an average just a 47-minute drive away from their original stomping grounds. The study found. The report noted that 29% who haven't left their hometown, 41% intend to stay, but identifyingly, while a majority of 52% have plans to relocate within the next half decade, so 5 years. All right. Interestingly, more women than men. 38% express surprise at still living in their hometown as a point of their living. Primary factors keeping people close to home include emotional attachment, which is bullshit, It's all financial. All right, and sense of comfort followed by financial castration. That's what it's about. Financial. That's the reason why they're not moving out. All right. Employment opportunities in general apparitions about venturing into the unknown. Right, because more than likely you're going to lose your job, or the job that you went to school for, and that's not a good paying job, or or whatever. Basically, they can't do it. Basically, all right. And check this out. It says who live in their hometown still live in their child home. Who live in the home who lives in their hometown still living with their parents. 86% of Gen Zers and 28% of millennials. So the last two generations are struggling, and it's all because what it says right here. They can't save money. It's convenience. The convenience. You don't have to pay for groceries and all of that, food. No job or job searching. So really, at the end of the day, it's really the first one and the last one. No money saved up. Can't save money because inflation and shit is so high. Everything is so high, and either they don't have a job at all, or they're looking for a job, or the job they have just don't pay enough. All right. Um. Check this one out. It says, why did you leave your hometown? Different living environments, follow family, different reasons. But at the end of the day, they end up right back there. All right. So the point of the lesson is, you know, the point of the lesson is, there's no future for America. Let me see if I can pull that saying up real quick. Salakia. Let's see if I can pull that up. The youth is our future. I think it's something like that, to that effect. Salakia brothers, please bear with me. Okay, so Lord Will brothers can see on the screen. I just did a simple Google search for the youth is the future. The meaning of it, it says the greatest wealth and strength of a nation is its youth, right? Because that's the next generation. The next ones are supposed to step up and keep things going. The future of a nation lies in the hands of the prosperity. The quality of its youth determines the kind of future the nation will have, right? And Gen Zers, they can't. Either they can't get a job. There's way too much debt. All right, they can't go out there and help support the economy by shopping and doing things like that because they're broke. All right, so the future for America is darkness. All right, and ultimately destruction. Therefore, if we want to ensure a bright future for our country, we first need to strengthen and empower our youth. Which how are they doing that? You can't do it. The Gen Zers and the millennials can't do it because again, inflation is so high, and it's all by design. All right. The economy is so bad, and it's all by design because they're getting ready to tank this economy. All right. But again, it shows again. It says the greatest wealth and strength of the nation is its youth. And again, the youth in Babylon, really not just in Babylon, all over the world, is struggling. So what does that tell you? That's another sign to show that there's no future for Babylon the Great. All right, at all. There's no hope for this place. If you still walking around thinking it's hope, Trump gonna get in there and Trump gonna make things better and Trump gonna do this and Trump gonna do that. All right, which we already running the rants about that, about him signing them stimulus checks and helping to destroy the economy and all of that. We already went into that. Spoke on that a few times at camp and all of that. But yeah, it's over for this place. She sound like a ghost. Salakia. This is this car behind me. Sound like a damn ghost. This Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 1. Remember now the Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou sayest, I have no pleasure in them. When the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain, and the day when the keepers of the house will tremble, and the strong man bow themselves, and the grinding cease, right? And the grinding cease. And that's the problem. The grinding is ceasing. Either people ain't working or their amount of hours is being limited and it's hurting their pockets when they can't afford to go out there and spend money to help basically boost the economy, all right, and keep things going because they're broke, all right. That's why they're moving back. That's why they're moving back in with their parents and never leaving their parents' house. And the grinding cease because they are few. And you got to do what you got to do at the end of the day in these times, all right. You got to go back there. You just got to go back to your parents' house, all right, because things are getting a lot rough, and a lot of people in America are doing that. And again, that's all the signs show that this place is going down, all right. And those that look out the window be darkened, right? And those that look out the window be darkened, all right. Meaning what? There's no future for this place. Like in the world, they say the future looks bright. That's a damn lie. The future looks dark in America, pitch dark. I'm talking Egypt dark, ancient pagan Egypt dark when we was coming out of the land of Egypt. That type of darkness that can be felt. All right, there's no hope for this place, man, at all. All right, and the proof is, again, they just say the youth is the future, and the youth is struggling. The youth can't keep things going because this things is being designed for all this shit to come to an end, basically. All right. Get one more precept. I'm gonna close it up. It's Second Ezra chapter 5, verse 12. At the same time shall men hope, but nothing obtain. Right? They hope they can, these people in America, the younger generation in America, hope they can, go to school and, get a degree and, you know, um, you know, basically try to live that American dream. Some of these people out here still hope for that, but that hope is in vain. That hope is really lying to themselves. If you really still believe that, you're lying to yourself. All right, but nothing obtained, and they shall labor, but their ways should not prosper. Right, get 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 jobs. All right, and the Lord said they shall labor, but their ways should not prosper. All right, so no matter what they do, what they try, all right, it's it don't work. No matter how hard they try to do something, they try to save and do this and do that. Again, try to get multiple jobs. At the end of the day, it still don't work. All right, why? Because it's over for this place. And again, this is all. It ain't no. Then this is Salakia. It's all by design. Again, the youth is the future. The greatest wealth and strength of the nation is its youth. All right, and if the youth struggling, what does that mean? No future. All right, which there's definitely no future for America. And if you believe there is, you're living under a rock. You need to wake up. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And peace and safety to you brothers that push this truth and sincerity. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.